Hi, thank you for joining my live. I'm about to make lunch and I just thought to come alive. Hi guys, long time, no live video. So I was shooting for my Instagram and I decided to stream as well. So I want to be making lunch today and today we're going to be having tilapia fish and potato. So I'm going to be cooking a full tilapia fish and sweet potato. Forgive the way I look. Yeah, so this is my house attire and I didn't want to like change into something serious. So yes, we're gonna start right away. So first I'm gonna turn on my gas. Okay. Now I'm going in with some water. I think I'm going to add a little more water to this because I want to have enough pepper soup. Okay. Alright, so this water may or may not be enough, or I would add as it goes. Alright, so I would also be adding my spices here. So here um I have my seasoning cube, I have my scent leaf, I have some pepper, and I have pepper soup spice. Basically that's all I have. So from time to time I'm gonna come back and be checking my comments if I have any comments. And I also want to see if you guys have joined before I kick off. Alright? Okay, so we're gonna wait a little bit for this water to get boiled. I'm using the opportunity to wait to have about 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, and then we kick off. So, like I said earlier, what I have here is my seasoning cube, my scent leaf, my pepper soup spice, and my normal pepper. That's a normal fresh pepper you grind. So, if you're looking for a recipe that can help with weight loss, this is it. So I'm gonna be having fish, and the fish has a lot of protein, you guys. the 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 nutrients are endless, and in fact if you're looking to be on a weight loss journey, then you should try this recipe. And it's not just about weight loss, it's also banging. You're going to love every bit of it. Okay. So now I'm going with my spices, where I said before that I have seasoning cube, scent leaf, some onions, and fresh pepper. So adding this now, we want to get all that out. Okay. So stir. Don't forget I have seasoning cube in here. I have my pepper soup spice, and I would like to bring this to a boil before I add my fish. So for my fish, I had already marinated it overnight. I basically use the same spices I put in here to marinate my fish. Why? It's because normally when I make my pepper soup, I don't add water to it. I just leave it to steam up before I now add the water. But for this particular recipe, I'm going to be cooking a whole fish, and I want to just put everything inside. So that's why I had to marinate it overnight, so that inside this fish has its own spice. Okay, so let me get my fish, put it in here, cover it, and then if you have any questions to ask me, I'll be here to answer your questions. Don't forget, if you're trying to lose weight, then you should stick to my page. And if you're not also trying to lose weight, but you're just trying to eat healthy, stick to my page as well. And if you're trying to look for normal food as well, stick to my page. I post it all, and I tag every one of them. This is for weight loss, this is for jelly days and everything like that. So my water is boiled. I'm going to get my fish, put my fish inside, and come back and check if I have any comments. Thank you for joining so far. So this is my fish. Like I said before, I left it to marinate overnight. Okay. Let's see if it's a very big one. So let's see. I'm going to pour some of this juice on it because I want it to get inside the fish. Alright. And then I'm going to be using some sweet potatoes for this recipe as well. I'm going to add a lot more water because I want to have some pepper soup broth. Alright, so I'm going to add this water, cover it and allow it to cook. The dough is not letting my pot cover, so let's see if I can push this in a little more. Maybe I should have used the bigger pot. Yeah. So guys, this is gonna take a few minutes to cook, and I'll open it back, add my remaining spices, taste for spice, and our meal is ready. This meal basically takes under 30 minutes. Yeah. So guys, if you want more recipes like this, I have curated a 30-day weight loss meal plan recipe where you see these kind of meals and a lot others that would help you guide and make sure that you eat in a calorie deficit, thereby losing 5 to 15 kg in just 2 months. I used it, I'm still using it. Alright, sometimes I may eat what I like, some other times I may stick to my plan because you want to have a balanced life. Yeah, you don't want to be too strict with your diet. At the same time, you still want to watch what you eat. So my meal plan actually helps with that, balancing your diet. And I have attached the link to my bio. So please, if you can't get it, send me a message or comment on my videos about the link, and I'll send it to you directly. Alright, so we're letting this get boiled. This is what we have now. Let's pour some of that broth on top of it again. Okay. So now, I don't know about you, but I always add crayfish to my pepper soup. It really gives it that local, pepper soupy vibe. So I'm gonna add my crayfish now because I want everything to cook at once. So normally I'll add my crayfish towards the end because it also tends to thicken it up and makes it burn if you leave it on fire too long. But since there's a lot of water in there already, I could as well add my crayfish and allow all of them to cook together. So let me get my crayfish, come back to my screen, see if I have any comments, and then add this to that. So my crayfish is going in right now. I like to be very generous with my crayfish. Again, I'm going to use the water of the broth to, bath the fish, because I won't be flipping this fish because I don't want it to break. So from time to time, I'm going to use the water to, bait it up a bit. And also, while the pot is covered, it's going to allow the steam to cook the top of the fish. Okay, once our potato is ready, best believe our fish is ready as well. So once this fish is almost done, then I can taste for seasoning, because it's not very good to taste your raw proteins because you're trying to taste for seasoning. So allow them get cooked before you can taste for seasoning. And then if you're a pro like me, you already know the kind of seasoning that is enough for what you're cooking, so you don't have to keep tasting at intervals. Yeah. So on most days now, I'm going to, while I'm shooting for my regular videos that I post on here, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, alright, I'm also going to be streaming live, so you see my behind the scenes of how I make these meals. I actually have a phone right now that is sorry, excuse me. I have a phone right now that is capturing the video for Instagram and the likes, right, while I'm also streaming. So you're going to be seeing the behind the scenes of how I make my meals, and after the live has ended, I would also be posting it on my page, so you can always go back and refer back to it. Okay, I really can't wait for this to get cooked. I told you it takes less than 40 minutes. 40 minutes actually is stretch. So yeah, it takes less than 40 minutes, and from time to time I'm going to open it and bait it with the water so that the top cooks as well. So let's see. Once the fish starts to open in all these places, because I made incisions in them, so once it starts to open, just know that it has started to cook very well. Okay, our potato is almost done, but I want it well cooked. Alright guys, so I'm gonna get the plate that I'll be using to plate this meal, and yeah, I'm gonna go back to my phone and check if I have any comments and respond to that. Okay, I do not. What plate are we gonna use for this? Let's see. We have a fish plate. Let's check on our fish again. And so you can clearly see, or I don't know if you can see clearly, but our potatoes are not yet fully cooked, which means our fish is also not yet fully cooked. They take about the same time to cook through. Okay, so we're baking it again just to make sure that the juice goes on top of the fish. Alright. In less than 10 minutes, our fish and potatoes is gonna get fully cooked. I like my potatoes a little bit extra soft so that I can mash some to, make my broth a little thicker. So yeah. I don't think I can use this bowl for my fish. I mean, I can use it for the fish, but since it's pepper soup, I don't know how that's gonna look. I'm currently looking for a plate to serve this food, but I'm gonna use this. I don't care how it looks. I'm going to use this. So I'm gonna go wash this now because we're preparing to serve our fish.